Scrap Mechanic Chapter 2. Let's talk about it on this, the 10th episode of Sitdown Sunday.
Sitdown Sundays.
So yeah, it's the 10th episode of Sitdown Sunday, and I decided to make it a little bit more relevant to some of the content on the channel, and we're going to be talking Scrap Mechanic Chapter 2. Why do I want to talk about this today? Really? So basically, I decided that I'd have a look at seeing when I could find Chapter 2 was first mentioned by Axolot. I had a little quick Google, literally a real quick Google, Scrap Mechanic Chapter 2 into Google. The first thing that came up was a reply to a tweet. That reply was in June 2020. That was the first sort of time, top of the list of Google, that Axolot mentioned Chapter 2 for Scrap Mechanic. Since then, across various dev blogs and various little updates, they have hinted heavily towards Chapter 2 coming soon. Chapter 2 coming soon. Chapter 2 coming soon. Chapter 2 coming soon. However, we're now May 2021, which sees June being next month, and we're still nowhere. We've had a few little updates. Sure, a few things have been good, a few things have been confusing. Still no sign of Chapter 2. And here we are. The majority of the player base is sort of now needing that extra content to make the game something that we can enjoy. From what I see, most people have played the length of the game out from what they can do, and it's now all about just seeing what they can build and just trying to develop their own sort of building skill and just trying to learn a few little bits here and there. However, there's a few things that don't necessarily go to plan due to still having wobbly bearings and still having a little bit of crazy physics going on. Things still do get a little bit complicated. So we're a year on from when they first mentioned Chapter 2, and they told us that it was coming soon, and they still tell us that it's coming soon, but how soon is soon now? Because, well, it's still not here yet. What I found quite interesting, if interesting is the right word, on that tweet where somebody asked them a question and they said, we're working on this Chapter 2. Very interestingly enough, there was another reply to that by a random person who said, okay, well, we'll wait 4 years. It was kind of a little bit of a joke, if you like, because from what I understand, Creative Scrap Mechanic was released in something like 2016. Survival came out in 2020. That took 4 years for them to develop Survival. So that joke about we'll see in another 4 years, scarily might not be as much of a joke as what it hopefully should have been. So we might not see Chapter 2 for a while yet, which kind of goes back to something I've said in a few of the views of the dev blogs is, I wish they'd stop saying it's coming soon. Because honestly, it's not. Unless they're going to tell us it's going to come soon and they release it at the end of that week, please stop saying it's coming soon. We're out here, we're needing extra content for the game. Not just me, don't get me wrong, I'm a small creator. But people like Scrapman and Khan, you can see those guys have had to start putting different games onto their channel because Scrap Mechanic is just not so much there at the minute. Chapter 2 is somewhere in the distance. It has to be. They have to be doing some work on it, right? Even if it's just an hour in the evenings, there has got to be work being done on Chapter 2. As for when we will see it, though, I don't honestly know. But one thing I will say, every time I've sort of mentioned little things like this of, I wish Axolot would give us a little bit more to the game, usually a week later, we do get a little bit more of a game. So this is me, to a degree, trying to tempt the universe into actually doing something. If I stand here and do a video about it where I say, right, that's it, we're waiting for Chapter 2, it's not going to happen for a while. Hopefully, soon enough, within a week, we might get a little bit of Chapter 2. Hopefully. Because if we don't, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say, you guys. It's been a long time coming, and if we get into June, literally next month, 20-something days away, we still don't have any Chapter 2. I don't know how many people will be able to feel like they can continue with this game. It's just not giving them enough. Most people have already exhausted all of their options to do with content, to do with gameplay, to do with fun. I mean, there's only so many times you can design a different car, right? There's only so many times you can design a different truck. There's so much you can do with the logic and the things that you can connect to the logic and the abilities that they have. And once you've maxed that all out, once you've hit render distance issues, once you've hit physics issues, once you've hit just general sticky wheels and non-sticky wheels and slidey wheels and just all the little issues that are in the game, once you've got to those extremes, what's left? What is left? So we're here like almost begging to the Swedish gods of Axolot. I think they're Swedish. Please give us Chapter 2. We need Chapter 2. We need it soon. Please, be nice to see it. And I think what I'm really worried about when Chapter 2 does drop, I think we're going to be really underwhelmed by what content will actually come with it. So far, all we've seen is the cave system or the underground system, which we know is replacing a tile on the map now. We've seen a new bot, or kind of like a group of bots, if you like, who seem to hang around in groups. And we've seen a few more little things like the sticky wheels. Other than that, something that's took over a year, I'm not feeling from a player's point of view that the wait is going to have been worth it. I feel when that chapter 2 drops, we might be massively underwhelmed by what content they supply us with. So buckle up, guys, because it could be a bit of an interesting one whenever we get it. Let me know what you think about chapter 2. Thanks very much for getting to 10 weeks of Sit Down Sundays. If anything, it's actually made me work out that it's something that I can do if I put my mind to it. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye for now. Bye, everybody.